Hey, I'm Katie and I'm a life coach for artists who struggle with procrastination. Welcome to this video where I'm going to teach you how to stop procrastinating today, a video that you requested. I'm going to teach you exactly why you're procrastinating, plus the 3 things that you need to know in order to stop procrastinating. I promise that by the end of this video, you're going to fully understand your procrastination habit and you're going to work on something that you have been procrastinating on. I don't know if you know this, but many of us artists struggle with procrastination. Some of us have tried productivity hacks and we watched TED Talks and endless YouTube videos and read many articles, but nothing really created any lasting change and nothing was permanent. But most of us, sadly, we just get so tired from being frustrated and confused that we give up. We just hang our hat when it comes to our art career. I was one of those people. I struggled with procrastination for most of my art career, my art life, and it sucked. It was a tumultuous on and off again relationship. Art making was such a pain and it was such a struggle. And it was really confusing because art was something that I wanted to create a career out of. I thought it was something I loved. So why was this such a problem? Do I not really love art? Am I just lazy? Am I not cut out for it? Maybe art just wasn't meant for me. And it was in this frustration and in this confusion that I quit. I totally quit art. Many artists come to me on our consult calls, which I'll tell you about in a minute, feeling this exact same way. Frustrated and confused and just not understanding why they aren't taking action. Thankfully, I figured it out. I figured out the actual problem. I was no longer confused and I got to work fixing it, and now I'm painting and drawing and having so much fun with my art, more than I ever have in my art life. And I'm going to teach this to you too, and I'm going to help you take action on something you've been procrastinating on. Which brings me to the first point. The first thing that you need to know in order to stop procrastinating is that actions are driven by a feeling. When we feel love towards somebody, we hug them. When we feel angry, we yell. When we feel sad, we cry. All of these actions are driven by a feeling. So, procrastination is an action, or really it's an inaction, and just like all actions and inactions, it's driven by a feeling. So, why do we procrastinate? It's because of the way that we feel. So think about something you've been avoiding. Maybe you haven't touched your sketchbook in a few weeks. Now think about the last time you tried to draw on it. And now think about the emotion that you had in your body before you ended up procrastinating on it. On my consult calls, these are some of the common emotions that I hear. Fear, worry, anxiety, overwhelm, tiredness, apathy, confusion. Take your pick. Find the feeling. Identify one emotion that is true for you. This, my dear friend, is why you're procrastinating. If your sketchbook brings up fear or anxiety or any of these other emotions, of course you're procrastinating. Who wants to go near something that brings up so much pain? Who wants to go near something that makes you feel like crap? Okay, so now that you know the cause of the procrastination, what do we do with this information? How do we change this? This brings me to the second point that you need to know in order to stop procrastinating. Feelings come from our thinking. So that emotion that's causing you to procrastinate, that's coming from a thought that's in your mind. So let's go up the ladder. Get really curious, right? And think about what thought is creating that emotion, the fear, the anxiety, or the confusion. Here's what I'm hearing a lot on the consult calls and in my clients. I'm not good enough. I suck. I'm afraid to fail. No one will like my work. I don't know what to draw. It has to be perfect. I'm not where I should be. Okay, did you find your thought? Great. So let's move on to the third point, the third thing that you need to know in order to stop procrastinating. And the third point is honestly the best news ever. Our thoughts are optional. And learning to choose the thought that you want to think is a skill just like art is. So you're not lazy, art is totally meant for you, you're totally cut out for it. You're just not currently thinking thoughts that are serving you, that are helping you take action. And you haven't developed the skill of choosing to think on purpose. And this is what I'm gonna walk you through right now so that you can think and feel differently and stop procrastinating today. All right, now let's think about the thing you're avoiding again. Let's say it's your sketchbook. Get that task in your mind's eye and then think about what feeling do you think you need to feel in order to work on it? What feeling would have you do it? Excitement, motivation, relax, curiosity, confidence. And now we're gonna do a little brainstorming session. What can you think about that task in order to feel excited or motivated or whatever emotion you'd rather feel? Here are some examples. It's possible I'll create something I like. I'm so excited for the person I'm gonna give this to. They're gonna be so excited. I've made good drawings before. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay to be scared. I'm willing to suck. Once I start, it gets so much easier. It's gonna feel so good to finish this drawing. If I did know what I would draw, what would I draw? Right? Can you feel the energy shifting just from some of those thoughts? And you can play with the language until you find a thought that you really believe and it creates a different emotion in your body. This is the skill that I'm talking about. Being able to choose what you think on purpose gives you so much control over your actions. No more frustration, no more confusion, no more, why am I not doing anything? What's wrong with me? No, none of that. You get to choose how you think about anything you want to do so you can finally take action on it. Our actions come from our feelings come from our thoughts, and how we choose to think is just a skill that anyone can learn. This is what I teach, and this is what my clients practice until they master it. So this is what my free consult call is really for. We're gonna talk about everything that's keeping you from taking action, and then we'll talk about your vision of what an amazing artist's life looks like. We'll talk about it so vividly that it's like looking into an HD TV of your future. So where you are right now, and then where you wanna be. And from there, I'm able to show you the steps that you need to take in order to get from point A to point B. I'm like the GPS system for your dreams, totally free. I'm only able to do 5 of these calls a week, so don't let this be one of the other things that you procrastinate on. To book your call, there's a link below this video and in your email, which will take you to a calendar, and that's where you can book your free call. Woo! I'm so excited! This is the beginning of something really, really incredible for you, and I'll just see you on the call.